This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
We'll do it live. The Power Trip Morning Show, of course, is what I'm talking about. Stop.
We'll do it live.
Yep, in the studio in the next couple of hours. It's going to be packed.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun. Who do you like today at the 8:15 matchup?
Tommy.
I mean, Tom's the favorite.
Tom's probably the huge favorite.
I don't know, man. Maxo's got some confidence, though, as well.
Yeah, and he's back and refreshed.
And who's to say about the other three, right? We'll just never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know. All right, Jeff's in the building. Let's go.
27th of June. Oh, he found him. Good.
Yeah, Zachary found him. Right on. All right, so... You guys remember like a week and a half ago I was in Vegas and then Jeff Platt interviewed me and you guys accused me of having breasts or something through my sweatshirt?
Yeah, no.
We didn't. The camera did.
The camera did. Yeah, we didn't say anything about it.
God.
Yeah, I noticed it and then I mentioned it and everybody was like, thank God somebody said something.
So Jeff Platt's one of the main voices on the Poker Go app. He's worked for CBS Sports. You came from sports broadcasting and then got into poker broadcasting, correct?
Did a little sports in the great state of Texas. Was working with a local affiliate in San Antonio. Apologies for the late arrival, by the way.
No, we figured it out. Zach found you.
Thanks to Zach. Yeah, he found me. So all is good. Yeah, from sports to poker, here we are.
So you liked poker, found an opportunity in poker broadcasting, and that's what got you to poker broadcasting.
Tried to merge the two passions together, as corny as that may sound.
Yeah.
Hey, congrats on the run in the main, by the way. It cashed in the World Series of Poker main.
You've had deep runs, though. You know how it's hard, right? It's hard. People don't understand the grind. I went 4 days and it was exhausted. I don't know how these guys just went like 9+, right?
Well, the champ supposedly was just out partying all night, would grab a couple hours sleep, show up, do it all again, and just make magic happen.
So, so that's Sauce, by the way, over there.
Hey,
Chris is behind you. They're gamblers, not necessarily poker guys.
Yeah.
Zach is, I am, of course. How do we explain what the grinder Michael Mizrachi just did for people who don't care about poker? Because it's insane what he just pulled off in the last handful of weeks.
I mean, it's the greatest accomplishment in the history of poker, in the history of the World Series of Poker. And it's like unquestionably the greatest accomplishment. He wins the Poker Players Championship, which is a $50,000 buy-in that features 100 of the best players in the world. He wins that for the fourth time. The tournament's been running for about 15 years. And then he wins the main event, which of course features the best players in the world, and then the cores, and then everybody else. You know, it's almost 10,000 entrants. And to get through a field like that the same year that you won the 50K Poker Players Championship, it's you can't write that kind of script because it's just not believable.
No. And they inducted him into the Hall of Fame immediately. Like an exemption, just straight in. Why waste? It would be like the equivalent of like Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl. He's handed the MVP trophy and they're like, why are we waiting 10 years? Just, you're in the Hall too.
It'd be like Mahomes winning probably, 8 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, to win those two tournaments in the same summer, it's just not a thing. It just would never, ever happen, but it somehow found a way to happen this year.
It's just the best, man. And you guys do an awesome job. The broadcast it's like the perfect balance of humor and hardcore analytics, right? Where you guys can break down hands at an elite level, but you keep it loose for people that don't know the ins and outs. It's just a good watch. It's a fun watch.
Appreciate that. That's all our production crew. That's the goal for the main event, right? This is like our one chance, our one opportunity to be exposed to the much more casual fan, the mainstream fans, to have you guys talk about poker, to have the ESPN, CBS Sports talk about poker. It's a big opportunity for us, those 2 weeks.
So here's a couple things about your job that you might not know because you're working. So, this year now with the app, people can't remain anonymous and just hide.
Right.
So I'm sitting at a table, grinding away. It's the main, right? I'm trying to focus. And all of a sudden, here comes Jeff Platt, and he name drops me, just goes, hey, Corey. And I have that 1 second going, how the hell does Jeff know my name? And then I realize, oh, yeah, that's right. The app, he asked for people. So Zach must have done the bit in the past where you couldn't find me in the past. Zach must have been like, hey, Jeff, go interview this guy. So you tripped me out for a second, but I don't know if you understand that this happens. So you were basically like, hey, can we come back and interview in like 4 or 5 minutes? And I'm like, yeah, I guess, sure. if you want to. You walk away, and everybody at my table was like, dude, are you famous?
There we go.
And I go, well, not for poker. But for a second, they all looked at me like, oh, man, do we have like a secret hidden pro here? I'm like, don't worry about it. You guys don't even know. So, yeah, the looks that I got from everybody at my table for those 4 or 5 minutes was like, what's happening? Why are they talking to you? I'm like, hey, man, Jeff Platt wants to talk to me. Get out. So then you interview me.
Yeah.
And then I hear back from Minneapolis that all they could talk about was how it looked like I had breasts somehow, that the camera angle made me look much chestier than I am. That was the take. So I told you.
Great in person.
Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you. I told you they were actively cheering against me.
Looked bad.
We weren't ripping your jugs.
Yeah, they were awesome.
No, that was super cool, man. The response was awesome.
The response was amazing. I mean, you know this, but I post all of the videos, all of our interviews on social media. The response to that interview that we got, just the traction, the views, it's like, you are kind of a big deal.
Man. Well, the people at my table didn't think so. They were very, very confused. Man, that's just a spectacle. It's Zach's walked through it a couple times, hasn't played in the World Series yet. And I keep telling him, man, you just got to get in there. That energy in that room, specifically in Horseshoe, right, with all the TV tables, it's electric. It's just so much fun.
Electric's the perfect way to put it. That atmosphere in the room, especially as you approach the final table where the rail starts to grow and there are a ton of people there. There are a lot of people just outside watching the action on the big screen and cheering for every single pot. There is nothing like the World Series of Poker main event. It's the greatest poker tournament in the world. And it's not like a tournament is right there and the WSOP main event is maybe the greatest. It unquestionably the greatest in the world by a mile. It's so different than any other tournament that poker has.
Do you agree with Corey, though? He's gone on record a couple times on this show as saying that the tournament would only be better if they would move it to the Circus.
Circus. What a host.
Yeah.
What a host Circus would be for the World Series of Poker main event.
Do you agree with him? Or?
I'm going to slightly disagree with moving to Circus.
But the players could go, ride a couple of rides and, during break. Get scared when they see the clowns.
Go to the buffet during dinner break. It'd be
a great way to get off tilt.
Correct.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So do you live in Vegas? Do you spend most of your time in Vegas?
I do. And live there.
What's your take as a person that lives there? Because from the outsiders, man, it's getting expensive, right? It's getting to be a hard place to travel to and visit. What's your take as a guy that lives there all the time? Is Vegas in trouble or not?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's easy for me living in Vegas because you have all the craziness of the Strip if you want it, but then 20 minutes out is just regular suburban life. So the Strip is there. Every time I walk through it, and we were there in July, which is supposed to be a month that is not busy in any way whatsoever. Maybe Vegas is worst as far as traffic is concerned. There's still a ton of people there. I mean, it's just a ton of people in every single spot on the Strip. So I think concerns are overblown, but that's a little bit more narrative. That's just me walking through. I don't see the numbers behind the scenes.
We mentioned earlier, man, working in the poker industry or the gambling industry, the dirt you must have. You must. Look, degenerate gamblers are a special group.
Yeah.
There's some bad seeds in that group, and my guess is you know a lot of who they are and what they're up to, and I can't imagine the stories you have that you can't tell.
I maybe have heard a couple of stories. Mm-hmm. It's just, I'm around a lot of conversations. Nobody tells me these stories, really. But if I'm sitting around in a group of people and they start sharing stories, I'm happy to listen because it is fascinating from two perspectives. One, you hear about the degenerate gamblers, the guy who owes this person X amount, but then he used Y amount on this, et cetera, et cetera. But then you also hear the stories of this new age, this new wave, and the story might not be as scintillating, as exciting, but you start to admire the process that the best in the world take, how they approach poker. So that's another cool side of things that's really developed over the years. The more GTO, the more game theory optimal approach to the game, where you realize that so much work goes into just playing cards. It's fascinating.
Which is why this year's main event was a little bit different, right? Because Grinder has that throwback feel, that he's a field player, not necessarily a GTO, which is why I think a lot of poker players embrace him, going like, this is what we need in poker. We need people that just play loose, play fun, No more robots. It's a better watch.
It's so good for the game. I mean, how many times have you guys been just stuck at a table? It's a better playing experience, too, with 8 other players who are just silent and they're wearing a hoodie and it takes them forever to act. And Mizrachi is just totally different than that GTO robotic prototype. I mean, he's raising and like hyping the crowd up mid-hand, and we haven't seen that in
it's like Happy Gilmore.
15, 20. It is like a Happy Gilmore.
That's a really good analogy, Paul.
It is like
you did
a Happy
something
Gilmore
right.
experience. I mean, that's the perfect way to put it for what we saw. Now, some of the best in the world do have great personalities. You don't see it as much during a hand, and they take a completely different approach. Their success is because they've put in the time, they put in the work in the lab, like we say. Mizrachi's approach is just like, I'm going to read you, and if I think you got it, I'll fold. If I think you don't have it, I'm going to put pressure on you and bluff. It sounds more simplistic, but it's really difficult to read a ton of different players in many different ways.
How do you quantify for like these 3 guys? Zach's never played, but he likes poker. Sauce and Chris don't. How do you quantify how difficult it would be for them to get to day 3, 4, 5, 6, or all the way to the final table? Is it even possible to explain how difficult that would be?
For them to make it?
Right. What would have to happen for them to run that hot?
Sell my soul?
Yeah.
Yes, because the winner of the main is, even no matter how good they may be considered, it still has to run really well. Has to get lucky within the course of that one tournament. And they're making all the quote unquote right moves. And they're putting themselves in a bunch of 60-40 spots, 70-30 spots. So you guys would be putting yourself, and probably, and maybe you're just natural talents, but in a bunch of like 20-80 spots or 10-90 spots. And so you'd have to win those spots over and over and over again. So for somebody to step in and win the main, if it, let's just say it's their first poker tournament, it'd probably be like winning the lottery 2 or 3 times in a row.
Wow.
What do you think? For the main event specifically.
Oof. I don't know. I don't
Hard
know the
one to
math.
step into.
It would be.
We'd love to see you guys try it. Next year would be great. It's just $10,000.
What would it take Corey to get to day 5 or 6?
How dare you?
Is it impossible?
How dare you?
Does he have to sell his soul?
It's just winning the lottery once. No, I mean, got some game, right? I mean, were you close? Did you have chips like the
he was close.
I had a stack on day 2 and then made a pretty big mistake that I lost about half my stack. Then I got up again on day 3, made another mistake that cost me about half my stack. So I never had a huge stack except for about level 6 or 7.
Okay.
On the bubble, I was just holding on.
Just holding on for dear life?
Pretty much.
You got a pay jump though, right?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
I stalled for 40 seconds.
How much luck did you get?
Everybody loves stalling.
The stalling's a
40-second stall.
How much luck would you say you got?
I didn't have a lot of luck, but I was saying to people that asked and cared, I would say the main reason I cruised to the money is I didn't have one moment of insane unluck. Like, I didn't hit a cooler in 4 days.
Yeah.
So sometimes just avoiding getting coolered is the difference, and I didn't get coolered. So, no, didn't get abnormally unlucky, which made it pretty easy.
Would you share hand histories with these guys, or they just don't care
Zach,
at all?
oh my God. If I broke down hand histories with Sauce and Hawk, they would jump out of this building.
I'd go, Corey, what hand did you lose on?
Pocket 8s, and then walk away.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, they don't want to know. They don't. Like I said, and they actively wanted me to lose. It's a better bit if I lose.
I don't say that.
We've never said that.
He said that.
Yeah, he says that.
Not to your face.
Yeah, not to your face.
No, not to my face.
It's Minnesota.
I think it's, I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I forget your plan.
What do you think, Jeff? I mean, I looked at this photo. I brought the photo again of Corey and his hoots. But wearing the same thing.
Always wear the same thing. You'll see me wearing this next year, Jeff, too. That's all I wear. I have like 16 of these.
Is there anybody else out there that wears the same thing every single
day? In poker, yes. Yes. Like in poker, you're just surrounded by players who are wearing the same thing every day.
Well, speaking of that, Sauce, I can bring you into this. We don't have to say the name, even though we've said this name in the past. There's a handful of guys that are in the Poker Hall of Fame or that have made millions of dollars. But if you see them in Vegas, you would swear they're homeless.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Sauce and I saw one at a sports book, looked homeless. Then we saw him 24 hours later wearing the exact same outfit at the sports betting desk again. And we're like, this guy must be literally living I wouldn't say check to check because he doesn't get a check.
Right, no check.
Voucher to voucher.
That's a tough watch, man. And he's a Hall of Famer.
He was literally looking at tickets that had been left around to see if they were winners.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, it was not a good look. It
Don't judge him.
looked pretty sad.
I'm not, but yeah.
Yeah, not judging. We've all been there.
We've all been there.
But we're headed that way.
Man.
Hey,
all right.
Jeff, you ever like talk to somebody, and they're playing poker and they win the tournament, and the whole time you're thinking, that guy's dumber than a box of rocks. You don't have to mention names, but you're like, how does this guy know how to play poker? How did he get out of his bed this morning?
There have been times during interviews when maybe I have played with that player in the past where, maybe the thought creeps into the back of my mind. What is this guy? How can I not make it that far? But this guy is right here, right now. I've tried to get over that a little bit, but it does haunt me during certain interviews.
I bet it does.
Do you feel a lot of jealousy at the top? Is there a lot of rivalries and jealousy that maybe the public doesn't know about?
Yeah,
kidding.
I'd say you have these player cliques or groups, and a lot of them within that group think that the top guy from the other group is just not that good. Sometimes it's associated with country that, the Germans don't think that the Americans are that good, and the Americans think the same about the Germans, and I think the Americans are right. Maybe I'm slightly biased. But yeah, you see that a little bit. I think you see rivalries, not at the very top. I think the elites recognize that there's a lot to learn from other players, but there are some factions, some rivalries that form.
See, here's how I look at it. Like, when you look across the bar and some dude is with a gal that's 10 times out of his league, and you're like, how did that guy get that girl? But ultimately, that's the goal, right? Is you want to outkick your coverage.
Right.
If I ever made it to the main event final table and the Poker Go chat lit up with, God, Corey is freaking terrible, and like that play sucked and this play sucked, I'd go, why do I care? Like, I'm at the final table. I don't care if you think I'm good or not, but I assume the pros have a little more pride in their skill set versus like one sun run.
I think so too, but they also we call them chat pros. It's so much easier for the chat to light up when they can see everybody's cards during our broadcast.
Yeah,
it makes it pretty simple for them. The pros recognize that they can talk to their friends, their colleagues about a certain spot and learn a lot, but I think overall they're not too concerned with the reaction from the general public.
Gotcha. Jeff, we're going to do sports when we come back. You have a sports background. You want to hang out and just chime in and chill?
Let's do it. I'm
All
here.
right,
Thanks for
Jeff
having
Platt's
me.
in. Again, I guess fiance from Minnesota, so that's what brings you to the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, Tatiana from Minnesota, Brooklyn Park.
Brooklyn Park's very own.
Park, yeah.
Well,
So I'm
welcome to
happy
the great
be
state of Minnesota.
Thank you.
But you can watch Jeff on Poker Go year round. Where else? CBS Sports still or not?
CBS Sports airs
Gotcha.
our World Series of Poker
Just on delay?
Yes.
Which is still pretty cool, right? All right, more with Jeff Platt in the Power Trip Morning Show after this. Initials at 8:15. Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network in like 10 or 15 minutes. Carly Zucker, Max Fuller's on his way in. Brett Blakemore, Dov Lambert. Studio will get packed between now and 9. This is the Power Trip on The Fan.
Mark Harmon. Actually, I'm sorry, Dan Harmon is your leader.
-7.
Yeah. Dan Harmon, of course, golfing. But also, as you guys might remember, sang that fantastic song, Creeping Death.
He did, yes.
And he also sang I Can Dream About You.
Great song.
Nobody's talking to you.
Oh.
Please.
And Chris? Oh. My mic got turned off.
Yeah, it's okay.
We have your chance to see Nate Bargatze live.
Wow.
Just use that talk back mic on the iRadio app. Tell us why you should go to the show, and you might just go to the show. So we'll leave it at that.
Well
Next
said.
Energy Center next week.
Well said.
Man, that'd be fun.
All right, Jeff Platt is here from Poker Go,
Can I ask him a
CBS Sports.
question?
Of course.
Jeff, you live in Vegas, you said?
Yes.
And when you're not doing poker stuff, like, what do you do? Like, do you go to, shows?
Not really. I mean, go to a show once every couple months, hang out at the sports book, have a day.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I'm really boring. If I'm not broadcasting poker, I'm just playing poker or hanging out with my lovely fiance, of course.
Yeah, right.
Very boring.
Interesting.
Good question, just boring answer. Sorry.
No, when we in Vegas for the Vikes game last time we were out there, we stayed way outside of town in this little community. I think it was called
by the lake, right?
Yeah,
wasn't it like 20
or Vegas Lake or something like
Santa
that?
Fe,
20 or 30 minutes. What? Is it, I don't know what direction.
I don't know what direction it was. Towards California. It was called Vegas Lake.
Lake Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's it. Lake Las Vegas. That's it. And,
lovely area.
It really was pretty cool. And it's the weirdest thing because it's like an oasis in the middle of the mountains
Right.
And it's a bunch of old folks, and they had their own Christmas going on and everything like that. Do you live there? Because I'm just looking to find out. I know you're not at home right now. So
where do you live?
More on the opposite end of town. But I think Daniel Negreanu, big-time poker player, he lives in the Lake Las Vegas area.
Yeah?
Maybe not a part of that specific community that you referenced, but he's in there.
It's pretty sweet.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. Do you find when you're getting gas that you need to play slot machines?
That is wild. I don't personally feel the need to play any video poker or slot machines, but every time I walk inside that gas station, there are one or two people blasting off.
Have you ever seen, are they playing video poker too? Have you ever seen anybody win at a gas station? I know it's a weird question, but I've always wondered that.
You think they're rigged or something?
No, I just think it must be. You really must have a problem.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that.
Like if you stop in for an icy and you're 2 hours later, you're $3,000 down.
Yeah. Not many winners overall. I have seen certain wins at gas stations.
No kidding. Okay, cool.
It's like the airport too, right? I've never seen a significant win at the airport.
Don't talk to me like that. I've won there.
Yeah,
I'm sure people have. I've just never seen it with my own eyes.
Do you know anyone, Hawk, who's won at a gas station?
Hey, Jeff. Did I just ask you that question 30 seconds ago?
No, I meant I meant you. If you play.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Nope.
Can you tell Jeff that we basically just rip sauce? That's his role on the show.
That's great.
We wait for him to talk,
to
and then we just basically pick apart every word that he says and just demoralize him on a daily basis. And he profits off
feels
of it.
great. Whatever.
It's not
Doesn't
bad.
seem like it bothers him.
It's not a bad gig.
No, it's not a bad gig.
Not a bad gig at all.
No.
Let's do some sports.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, Jeff's from broadcasting. He'll be wowed by you,
Time
Sauce. You
for
can do this.
Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
And thank you all around. And thank you to the St. Paul Saints who are playing, by the way, and I believe lovely and talented Louisville.
The Bats.
That's right.
Yeah, great stadium.
That's where Johnny Creasel's at. Maybe Johnny Creasel will go see a Saints game. So check out saintsbaseball.com to get your tickets and go see them when they are back home again.
The Open Championship is underway, and Brian Harmon is 7 under. Hatton is 1 back at 6 under. He's 3 under on the day, but 6 under for the championship.
Jeff, you mentioned like 5 minutes ago that you you sports bets, right?
Yeah.
Do you golf bet?
Yeah, have a couple futures, no names that were just mentioned there. So I think I got some work to do.
How far back is Scheffler, Sauce?
Scheffler is now 4 back.
4 back.
He starts in, I don't know the time change, but I think he starts around 9:10 our time. So yeah, he's 3 back. He hasn't started.
Nailed it.
Yep. Let's see here. The Twins battle the Rockies tonight at 7:40. Chris Paddock goes for your Twins. Your Minnesota Twins are 47 and 49. They are 11 and a half back of Detroit, who going into the All-Star break has lost 4 straight.
I think the Twins would be the same age, Hawk. But
I know you're thinking that's pretty old for baseball. Here's Rocco and the things he liked about his squad going in to the end of the first half.
We have some guys that are throwing the ball better. I think that the way
Thanks,
that
Rocco.
Simeon Woods Richardson has pitched in his last handful of outings has been awesome. Joe Ryan's continued to pitch great. David Festa's had a good outing or two. We've won a couple of games where we've run bullpen days. All of those things have contributed to us pitching better and us grabbing a bunch of wins and some series wins. Our bullpen's been awesome, by the way, too.
Okay.
Wow.
All
He
those
seems
guys,
pumped.
Except for that one dude who's just had a couple good outings.
Oh, that's
1 or 2.
It's been rocked.
Caitlin Clark announced that she will not participate in the WNBA All-Star Game or the three-point contest. That, of course, is tomorrow night.
I made the same announcement. Nobody cared.
What do you mean you're not
I'm not
partaking?
participating.
He's
in
not
either
going
one
to
of
do it
those.
this year.
Yep,
Why
doing it.
not?
Political
Something
reasons.
I can't dribble with my left hand.
Political reasons.
Brittany Nix isn't playing here.
Oh,
Either.
Wasn't it Hicks?
Neither is
Hicks,
Stevie.
yeah.
Stevie's not going to play.
Oh,
That was such a good bit.
that was such a great bit. Yeah. TJ Watt is now the highest paid non-quarterback. He's going to make about $41 million a season. He's going to make a ton of money
Doing what?
playing defensive end / linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Back to Vegas for a second, Jeff. Everything we've heard is that the community is all in on the Vegas Golden Knights, right? Because it's their team.
Yeah.
Are they still slowly embracing the Raiders, or like where are we at there? Because I heard that the response was still a little tepid because it wasn't, their team. It was a team moving there. And are they going to feel the same way about the A's in 3 years?
It's a good question. You don't really feel much buzz around the Raiders, which is wild considering how much more popular the NFL is than the NHL. But you said it. It's just a Vegas Golden Knights team. I think the same will be said for the NBA team whenever that does happen, as we think expansion will move teams into Vegas and Seattle. And again, that will be Vegas's team. With the A's and the Raiders, it's just you don't feel that kind of buzz.
That's too bad because that stadium's sick.
The stadium's awesome.
It's
and
fantastic.
it gets like 20 or 30,000 fans for the opposing team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there, a year and a half ago for the Vikings, and it was the worst football game that's ever been played.
3-0.
It was 3-0. It was just terrible.
Yeah.
Hawk loved it.
It's great.
But I would say, it felt like at least 50-50 Vikings fans and Raiders fans, if not more Vikings fans than Raiders. Now, everybody was collectively bored.
Yeah. Except for Hawk.
Except for Hawk.
I had a good time.
He likes defensive
But when that,
showdowns.
when that one cheer happened, I think it was louder for the Vikings.
You know,
think
it's
so.
crazy.
God, that game sucked.
There are slot machines in the broadcast booth.
There are?
There we go.
Yeah, it's fun.
Who put those there?
Bill McKinney.
Are there slot machines in the building?
No.
Oh man, that would be next level.
That
Are
would
there
be sweet.
are there sports
yet.
betting kiosks?
No, and
Not
I
yet.
think some states do have that in their arenas, but
Wrigley.
Not
it's
Vegas.
not in Vegas.
Yeah, Wrigley.
Wrigley has
full
sports
sports
betting.
book.
But is it William Hill or who is it?
I
think so, and I
Sounds
don't
right.
think you can bet on the
Cubs?
You can bet on everything else.
Watch
I'm
it.
pretty sure. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
Chris will prove you.
Damian Lillard is finalizing a 3-year, $42 million contract to return to the Trailblazers.
And he's going to make $70 million this year, and he won't play.
Yep. Yeah, how about that?
Man, that's what a good gig.
That's great cash. Good for him, man.
He should gamble most of that.
Most of it?
Most of it.
Yeah.
Well, put it in the stock market, buy some crypto,
same thing.
do some pull tabs, call it a day.
That's about all I got other than football stuff that we can do in the next.
Good. Let's do that.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Jeff, first of all, thanks for coming in. This was crazy that the timing worked out
man.
this fast. And I'm like, hey, if you're ever in Minneapolis, swing by. And you're like, I'm coming right after the main. No, in all seriousness, you guys do an awesome job. You and Hanks are fantastic. Ali and Shulman are just,
You work with Tom Hanks and Muhammad Ali.
the same
we
one.
didn't lead with that.
No, but like the two main teams on Poker Go are just fantastic. You guys are
Thank you.
funny, informative. You guys are awesome. So
And even beyond that, Poker Go all year, like no gamble, no future, all that stuff.
love
You're
that.
Phenomenal. So
Love that. Thank
May I
you
ask you a
guys.
quick
Thank you for
I
having
forgot
me.
about some of those bits.
Before
That's
you
good.
roll out of here, I have another
yeah.
question if you don't mind. Norm McDonald, cool?
Norm McDonald was cool.
Was he cool? Yeah.
Yes. He was awesome. I met him a couple times.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Zach. That's Zach's all-time favorite right there.
Yeah.
He was great. Hated to lose. Did
he really?
yeah.
But loved poker,
Fierce
right?
competitor, but loved poker.
If you got to know me, you'd think I love to lose.
Yeah, who do we got for A-listers now? Kevin Pollak plays in the main every year. I know Jason Alexander used to. Does he still play? Or not really?
Not really. Kevin Hart is the biggest poker player. He'll be on high stakes poker.
Which is weird because he's not a very tall guy.
right. Kevin Hart, I think, by there's some athletes that play. You hear about a lot of NBA games that go on behind.
Well, Corey
closed
played
doors.
with Michael Jordan.
I did a long time ago, yeah. Trent Tucker had a charity tournament here in Minneapolis back in the day, and I got super lucky and got placed at Michael Jordan's table. It was unbelievable. It was surreal. He was like 2 seats away, and you just want to kind of like, are you really there?
Yeah.
He also hated to fold because he did not like losing one hand.
Very competitive.
Is the equivalent of I lost.
Yeah.
Which that's not how poker works, but Michael Jordan did not want to fold. So Norm McDonald was somewhat similar, just didn't like to lose.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, he'd rant about this one hand that he played, like just couldn't get it out of his mind, but loved it. Like that's all he wanted to talk to you about was poker.
And can you imagine if Kevin Hart at one point makes a deep run in the main? Just what that would do for
what it's all about.
Like we just had, obviously, if Leo Margets had won the main, that would have been unbelievable for women in poker. That would have been a small poker boom of sorts, gender wise. But maybe we just need a celebrity boost. We need a Kevin Hart like day 6 run.
That'd be huge. Or maybe if you went deep, final table, get the people going.
Can you imagine how much money I would waste making your life hell?
Well, yeah, but I would show up and support you, even though you don't think you would. Of course I would.
If I made the main.
What day would these guys start showing up?
The only way I think they would fly out is if I made the main and the final table, and they had that one day to fly out. If otherwise, by the time they fly out, I could bust.
It'd be a great story. They would almost like that even more.
They don't have time for that. Chris, your hands up.
Yeah. What year did you graduate high school, Jeff?
2004.
Okay. Your school didn't come into existence in 1999, right?
The high school?
Yeah, Plano West.
That's great research.
How big is your school that you only have juniors and seniors at your high school?
Big school, like 900 or 1,000 per class.
Incredible.
Wow.
Big school.
What? You graduated what year again? I'm sorry.
2004.
2004. I'm looking to see. So you went to. Oh no notable alumni. No, Tyson Sullivan. Did you know him, the actor?
I didn't know him, and I still don't.
I don't know him either.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Tyson Sullivan.
No, he's an actor. I'm looking at notable alumni. Yeah.
Big football school, like most schools in Texas? Or
Yeah.
not?
It's all about Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, pretty cool.
In Texas.
What school did you go to before your junior year?
I went to Shepton High School. Shepton is that what it's called? Yeah, wow. So weird that I don't know the name.
Because you were so Plano West. Obviously, Plano is known because of Friday Night Lights. I mean, that's
right.
That's the city.
Right.
But is it technically like a suburb of Dallas? Is that right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Crazy.
It's interesting. My school, we also had just 9th and 10th in one building and then 11th and 12th in the other. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you almost made it to the second building.
I did. They wanted to keep me there.
You got there as a janitor. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yes. Congrats. It was the cleanest in all of the land.
Good for you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks,
nice,
man.
Nice seeing you, Jeff.
Thank
Enjoy
y'all for having
the
me.
Great Lakes of Minnesota while you're here, and we'll see you next year in Vegas, dude.
Sounds
Jeff
great.
Platt. Follow him on Twitter at Jeff Platt. Watch Poker Go. He's the best. Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network should be here in a second. The group for Initial should be rolling in quickly. That game's at 8:15 with $95,000 up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. More of the Power Trip after this on The Fan.
Head over to our contest page and enter for your shot at a family 4-pack of early screening passes for the newest Marvel film, The Fantastic Four. First steps in theaters July 23rd. Enter today at KFAN.com, keyword contest. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest to enter now.
Sorry, I had hands on my slabs and I wasn't sure what was going on.
Dov gets a little handsy.
Man.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Big day.
Yeah, it's Vikings news. I thought .com Tom would be rolling in any second, but Dov's the first one here.
He's downstairs getting himself all riled up.
Who Tom is?
Tom Pelissero. He's smoking doobies.
Why?
Because that's how he gets ready for the Initials game.
Good for him.
Yeah, man. He's toking it up.
Yeah.
He's Cheech and Chonging it. He's slamming that pipe.
He's obviously never smoked weed.
You got me there.
He's slamming the pipe.
Yeah, he's slamming that pipe.
That's part of it.
I believe that's what Dov was doing before he got in here.
What?
Were you slamming a pipe?
Yeah, I was slamming a pipe.
A walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie.
How are you, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
I haven't seen you since the...
Thanks, Chad Abbott, for allowing me to come back on. I'm sure I'll screw it up again.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Didn't you swear the last time you were on?
I called him an S-idiot.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I might have.
You did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hard you, Chad.
Yeah. We all love him, but the truth is the truth.
I had to say it.
What's going on with you?
Not much.
Yeah.
Not.
Do you drive along, listen to the Power Trip Morning Show saying, man, I'd be better at that job than my brother?
Yeah. Usually I don't say it out loud, but I think it's pretty obvious, just like Chad being an S-idiot.
Yeah.
So.
Do you drive along in your car singing Barry Manilow songs at the top
all
of
your
lungs?
songs.
My songs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yep. Remind me what they are again, just so I can sing one.
Yeah, for sure. I sing a song called You Better, You Bet.
Oh, speaking of, Hawk, aren't you in Shakopee here at the end of the month?
That's right, buddy.
We'll be there. We'll come
good.
see you.
Rhythm on the Rails.
It's always Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, it's a fun show. It's
Okay.
Thousands of people. It's so much fun. Come on down. You can dance around. But don't look at me, though.
No, okay. Get too excited?
Yeah, well, it's hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. What'd you think of that Twins game?
I didn't think there was going to be any follow-up questions.
That was a hell of a transition. I like that we're broadcasting the whole stream for 3.5 hours because everybody in the stream saw Chris just throw his hands up like, I don't have anything else to ask this idiot. So I'm just going to say, how was that Twins game? Not necessarily one that you went to, just that, the one in the past that you might have seen.
It was great.
It's not like he played yesterday, so the one from in the past.
I knew what I was referring to.
How was that game?
It was great. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I knew it.
Yeah.
You look like you were having a good time.
Are they anywhere on the sale of that thing?
I have no idea. That's a John Bonus question, but he unfortunately passed away.
Is he not in the tournament, by the way?
I was just going to ask.
Johnny Bones?
Yeah.
He got 0 last year. Got shut out. If you get well, that's why Dov's back. Dov a couple years ago got 0.
I did.
So
And
he
one of
was
them
not allowed.
Half marathon, and he missed it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention at that point.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
How
Runs
was,
in the family.
When was your last marathon? Was it Duluth?
Grandma's, yeah.
How was the
Yeah,
weather?
you guys were up there the night before, right?
Yeah.
How was the broadcast?
Great.
Good.
Yeah, really good.
No, overall, weather wasn't expected to be that hot leading up to like the 7-day where it was 1 billion degrees down here. It was actually supposed to be nice. And then like 24 hours leading up to it, there was actually a 30-minute rain delay to kick things off, which sucks because that throws everybody off. And then it just got real hot towards the end.
Throws you off in what way? What happens?
Nutrition, bathroom, all those types of things. If you kind of got a rhythm set up from when you wake up to when you eat to when you get on the bus to when you get down there, even kind of the smaller things can really throw you off. So, and then at last minute, they do a fabulous job. I love Grandma's. I love Duluth. And it's not a knock on them at all. They can't control the weather. But they were going to do corrals, I believe, for the first time, which is where the faster runners start. Then there's a break. Then they progress up into the slower runners. But then they realized, well, the slower runners are going to be in the worst part of the heat. So we're going to annex that like 10 minutes before the start. So everybody just line up where you think you should and go. So, but overall, the experience is always great. Ran into Sets.
Yeah.
He was up there DJing on about mile 4. That was fun. So
Tommy's favorite person.
Zach, you stuck around, right? I know you're not on the mic. So that was probably a great way to do radio, right?
He did.
Stuck around for what?
Grandma's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great times. Great oldies. And
Well, they're
Duluth
grandmas.
is undefeated.
Hawk, when are you running your next one?
I'm not.
What?
No, 6 was enough. They told me not to do any more. So
His knees are shot.
I
His
replaced
fake
my
knees.
knees.
Oh, my
Yes.
God, what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Well,
Was my dad involved? I shouldn't say that.
yeah. No, but speaking of that, your dad's going to need a hip replacement.
But his knees are fine?
Yeah. So far, they're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's a champ.
Yeah.
That Twins game, though, was
Yeah,
great.
that was a great.
Yeah, that was great.
Good. How about some Vikings news then? How about that?
It's time for Vikings News on the Power Trip, presented by
All right, Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison pleads no contest to a lesser charge stemming from his DUI case. He has 12 months of probation, a $390 fine. He has to take 2 online classes.
Come on.
That's such a drag. That's
Yeah.
the worst part. But the plea still leaves him subject to discipline by the NFL. So I still think the hot rumor is he's going to miss 3,
Yeah, probably.
the first 3.
Yeah, that'll be tough because they probably will be without their left tackle. They'll be without him. Be a tough go for the rookie. The guy, I mean, Tom Pelissero would probably have a really good answer to that, but I don't know where he went.
He's down there hitting the pipe.
Hawks never smoked weed. Hitting the pipe.
I don't know. You guys are all druggies.
We are?
Yeah. Aren't you?
Not really.
Well, Hawk, if you were to take a drug and you were guaranteed to not get addicted or have really adverse side effects, which one would it be?
It's steroids.
It's steroids.
the roids.
Not even close.
Yeah.
It'd be roids.
okay.
It'd be roids just ahead of super Viagra.
Could you do both?
Yeah, well, they kind of counteract each other.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Definitely
you know what I mean.
roids.
Yeah, I'd love to take roids. That'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Aren't you still on them for your sickness?
Can't you tell?
Yeah.
First thing I noticed when I grabbed those slabs,
Thank
those are
you for
roid
saying that. I
slabs.
appreciate
Yeah.
that very much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Also, did you feel the hail damage down there?
Well,
Looks like somebody's been throwing golf balls at my butt.
oh, I thought those were all the roid needle marks.
Well, there's that going on too. Yeah.
Throwing them at your butt.
Who's throwing golf balls at your butt?
Not hitting them, throwing them.
Yeah, just throw.
No, throwing them.
God, you don't listen.
I'm not really.
Yeah, Dov would be better at radio than you.
Yeah, of
What
course
now?
he would.
I think Louis would too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would.
There's no Louis, only Steve.
Louis got a better vocabulary. There's no doubt
He's
about
got
that.
almost a better education.
Yeah, if he gets to 3 school, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on in football, right?
Yeah, the Vikings rookies report Sunday.
How
the
about
vets
it?
report on Tuesday. I would guess a lot of the vet guys will report on Sunday as well. So I think they have practice next Wednesday.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think Common and all those people will be there.
It's time. It is.
Yep.
It is time, man.
Yep.
We'll be knee deep into football season before you know it, and let's go. I can't wait. And we'll be playing Dublin to London pretty quick. Like,
Yep.
Are you guys broadcasting from training camp?
We do not go.
We don't know.
Don't think
Too early.
we are, but
Common and PA and
yeah, and
Bump
obviously
do.
all.
Wasn't it last year that Common got into a spat with one of
No.
the players or something?
2 years ago. And
yeah,
I think
who
it was
was it?
that coach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
the
that's
coach.
right.
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
about that.
Sauce, let's test your recall.
Okay.
You like the NFL draft, right?
I do.
According to this website, the Vikings had 5 draft picks in 2025. Name as many as you can. Go.
They had the guard guy.
What's his name?
Why can't I think of his stupid, not stupid name?
Well, that's not nice.
How dare you?
Man,
It's the
This
first
was,
letter is J.
It's about 2 months ago. A little over 2.
First name starts with J. Not his. Somebody's does.
I can't think of any of them.
Can't think of one draft pick.
What
No,
about
not
the
one.
receiver?
The kid from Maryland?
What's his name?
Trey.
Trey
Nope.
Dusty.
Nope. Who's our first rounder?
Well, he's a guard from Ohio State.
What's his name?
D.
I don't know.
Wow. Fred.
Fred Flintstone?
No.
What's his first
What's
name
the
start
last-
with?
Mo.
First name starts with a D.
Mo. You're a moron.
Yeah, I don't know.
His first name starts with a
French.
D.
He's a Russian.
What's his last
You're
name?
not playing initials today, but I'll give you his initials and see if you can get it. It's DJ.
Oh, it's Jackson.
Come on, baby.
I don't know. Dusty Jackson?
Don.
Donovan Jackson.
Donovan Jackson.
Yeah.
Can you name any other draft pick the Vikings made in 2025?
What was the next pick there? What position was it?
Wide receiver.
As a wide receiver.
Come on,
The
man.
kid from Maryland?
Yeah, but-
Ty Felton?
That's
Ty
it.
Felton,
There
there
you
you
got
go.
it.
You interviewed him the day he was drafted, right?
I
Or the
did,
day
yeah.
after, maybe?
Yeah.
One of the two.
Okay.
And then it was a Georgia defensive lineman.
That, isn't he have 3 names?
Yep.
Ray.
He sure
Something
does.
Smith?
Ray,
No.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles Johnson.
Sugar
No.
Ray Charles.
I don't know, yeah. Don't know. Who's the other one?
Tyrion Ingram Dawkins.
Yeah, I would have never remembered that.
Round 6, it was a linebacker from Penn State.
Pete
Lambert.
Bursich.
No idea.
Both of his initials are K.
California.
No.
That starts with a C.
Great start.
Thank you. I have no idea.
That's Kobe King.
Yeah, no idea.
And then in round 6, we took a tight end out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Pete.
His initials are
Come on.
GB.
Yeah, come on. You got this. Last name's cool.
Greg Cool.
That's a okay. Gavin Bartholomew.
Yeah, well, no, I have no idea.
Really?
No.
You're the draft guy. You forgot Donovan Jackson. You called him Dusty
I did.
Cowtown or whatever you
forget.
called him.
You did call him that.
Yeah.
Man, how quickly we forget.
He had
Yeah.
a 4-month-old at home. He was
Yeah.
Yeah,
worried
you
about.
have a 4-month hole.
Oh, that's
You might
bad.
want to get that looked at.
Yeah, get that fixed.
3 months in, you should have seen the
Yeah,
doctor.
that's enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. That's your Vikings.
That was your
news.
Vikings news, is that we
Yeah,
drafted
thank you.
people and that Jordan Addison got in
It's
trouble.
okay. He's going to figure it out. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. You got plenty of time.
You got plenty of time.
Have a fruit snack.
And half of these guys are going to get cut anyway, so
No,
what's the
they're not.
difference?
Nope.
Yeah.
There's no room. There's too much talent at the top.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Can't wait.
All right. I haven't heard from Carly or .com Tom yet.
Nope.
But Dav is here.
Dav is here.
Brett's-
That's all we need.
Brett's over there. So Max should be here in a second.
That's
The 5 of them square off in about 15 minutes. Quarterfinal number 1 of the 2025 Initials Invitational.
Tom's downstairs shooting up.
Oh, now, don't say he's
The
tweeting.
NFL Network will love that. More of the Power Trip after this on the Fan.